Well, John, welcome back to the studio here.
you.
And I am super excited. Our next topic is the power of element.
A subject I love to talk about.
I know. So let's talk about originally how you and I met. So I will just tell you the truth. We were at Mohegan Sun.
Summit. I remember it well.
Mohegan Sun.
And right before COVID.
Right
This is
before they
literally
shut
a
us
week
down.
before COVID goes.
Right before they shut us down. As a matter of fact, I think that the week that we were all getting ready to go, we already heard that things were kind of like getting so serious.
They were almost going to cancel, if you remember.
Exactly. But we still, took the liberty and we all went and we all booked the rooms. And I remember that the experience was absolutely, mesmerizing because I feel like we had such power and such connection.
Energy.
And so many classes and so many events and drinks and going, meeting each other. It's just amazing. But let's talk about the power of element. And I think this is how you and I originally met. I even remember the spot where we met. Okay.
You got a better memory than me.
It was an exhibit room. And we were in the exhibit room where my son met you, I think, first somehow, and then pulled me to the side and said, "Ma, you got to meet John Wilson." Well, as you know, I'm always busy chit-chatting and talking to people, building connections. And when he pulled you next to me and my husband, we looked at each other and we just hit it off right away.
We did.
We had instant connection. I believe in that intuitive instant connection.
Absolutely.
You either love or you don't like a person. And for you and me, it was like the first, moment where we kind of like right away took it away.
Yeah.
And we knew exactly what we wanted to build together. I had absolutely the most amazing vision for us to kind of like build a bridge and how we're going to do this. And I think really having the vision of how we're going to do this, and element being in between, I think it's a huge and tremendous help.
Like the catalyst, really.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To me, the power of element is it's like Bentley.
Yeah, it's a brand.
Right?
Top brand.
So when people walk into Bentley store, they know what to expect.
Good point.
They know the quality of service.
Yep.
They know the quality of product.
Yep.
They know the quality of the price and whether or not they could, negotiate like in, any other brand on the market. But element agents, I personally think, have this one very exclusive quality. We all very well trained. And we are all being trained every day.
Yes.
And the power of element gives us a chance to really be the best version of ourselves.
Yes.
Because when the company is helping you to unleash the best quality about yourself as a person, you will then become the best version of yourself to go ahead and deliver to the world.
Yes.
And so let's talk about the power of element, what makes element unique. Why do you think working in Florida's market and having the power of element for you personally is a home run?
Okay. Element is a home run. It's so funny, but people say that I'm an Element cheerleader. I've laughed and made the joke, if you cut me, I'll bleed blue, light blue. I love the company. I have a passion for this company. They make jokes that I'm an ambassador for Douglas Elliman just because I believe in it. I've watched it. When I got into real estate, I worked on Wall Street for 25 years, then took a little time off. Then Lisa and I got into the luxury building business, and I met a few Element agents, but my sister Leslie, who's been with Element way longer than I have, and she was like, you should get your real estate license and get into real estate and things. And as soon as I got to Element, I realized clients are important. So what I'm about to say is going to sound a little crazy, but everyone, clients are the most important. They are. But what I realized immediately with this power and the way that brokers and agents are working together and the company supporting us, I was like, clients are important, but so are agents. Agents probably are more important. Why do I say that? Because first off, you want a relationship with an agent. It's much easier to negotiate or to bring a buyer to someone that you know. And we come together like at Summit where you get to know agents from Boston and from all these different areas. And I love that about Element. And Gabriel, it's so funny. I met Gabriel, then Gabriel came to Miami. I don't know if you remember this, and I met him for breakfast. But a lot of times I'll get asked, hey, can you mentor me? Can you help me? And I'm a big believer in giving back. And so I try, with my schedule busy, but I try to give as much time as possible. But what I started doing was I started to come up to New York and meet Elliman agents. And in the beginning, I would go to 575 Madison, and I would literally go desk to desk and say, hi, I'm John Wilson. I'm with, the Palm Beach office. And some people took it well. Some people were like, who is this guy with crazy white hair? But it worked, and I started to build relationships. And that's what you and I did.
Yes.
We're like-minded. We
Yes.
think the same way. We think about the client first. We're very positive. We're very upbeat, which you can see in this podcast easily. And we immediately made a connection. But the funny thing is, when you think about it, nothing happened. We stayed in touch.
You're right.
We talked. I think it was a year later
Yes.
or a year and a half later
Yes.
that you made that call.
Yes.
And that's the amazing thing about Douglas Elliman is that the power of Elliman that we all work together. And I literally can tell you that I did 4 contracts recently in the last month. Every single contract I did was a referral from another Elliman agent.
Beautiful.
So Elliman's an amazing company. It's an amazing brand. They're not afraid to invest in technology. They're constantly trying to improve ourselves. And yes, I love this company and I love what it can do. And it's great also for the client because we all work together.
Well, John,
I could do a commercial for Elliman.
Thank you. Yes, definitely. You and I together. Yesterday, when you and I were about to rehearse, and we have it scheduled on the dot at 3:00.
Yeah.
And I called you and I said, John, we're going to have to push it back. And you said, what happened? And I said to you, did you see Elliman's email where corporate is trying to educate us on shutdown or bankruptcy announcement?
It's happening right now. Yeah,
as we
right
speak, right? The banks that actually made the announcement that they couldn't no longer perform and operate. And Elliman right away just tuned us in, all as a family again.
Yeah. Yep.
And they constantly educating and bringing Jonathan Miller and bringing us on board with Scott Durkin and Richard Ferrari and all these wonderful individuals. They are always looking out for Elliman agents, how they can give us value, how they could educate us, how they can really make it so that we go back on Main Street and feel confident to play on the playground.
Yes.
Because you cannot imagine how many phone calls, John, I get a day from other agents, from other clients. They constantly, within a minute, could shift my mind to the point where it becomes dramatic experience.
Yeah.
They're trying to bring me on board of their dramatic land.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I am very grounded. I'm good. We are at Elliman very well trained.
Yeah.
We get so many trainings. We get so many podcasts. We get so much value out of all our management that I cannot begin to tell you how much it's impacting and improving my life. And, going forward, I'm actually looking to expand my team and bring more younger, educated people on board to understand how to work this business. This business is all about relationships. This business is all about learning how to grow your referral.
Like-mindedness.
Okay. Yeah. And like-minded people like you and I work together very well because we understand I cannot be in Florida, in Palm Beach at one given time when I have 5 other clients to serve right here. And the same works with you. Yeah. And really understanding that, I think it's a huge impact on referral relationship based on how we're building our name and our brand. And to me, this is crucial. And to me, this is important for our clients and for everyone who's listening right now to understand how we maneuver and we change everything around. Even if a last minute podcast preparation got canceled and rescheduled at a later moment because we need to fit in certain important, announcements, that's non-negotiable, and we do that all the time. And this is why I think no matter who I call, always, Elliman agents are always busy, always enthusiastic, always getting inventory listings, always getting buyers, to buy whatever that they wish. But I think it's because Elliman agents really don't put the dollar sign before themselves first. It's all about the client community. It's all about servicing the client. It's all about understanding their wants and needs, putting them where they belong, giving them the keys, and really then, only then, we could say, you know what, well deserved. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was at an event, I told you earlier, last night, and the developer was there at the event. And we started talking, and he was like, the energy in this room. He goes like, you guys. I'm like, yeah. I said, people think we're just talking. We're not talking. It's a real thing.
Yes.
It starts with leadership in the company. It starts with Howard and Scott and all the other great, Richard Ferrari, all the great, Tony, all the great men. That's really where all this comes from. It's the launching point for it. And we're very fortunate. I can't say it enough. I've gotten offers, obviously, from other companies. I would never leave Element under any circumstances. It's just, and it benefits the client, like you were saying. And right now, Element, I just want to share this, but Element, the new development, we're doing a new development right now in South Florida. There's a lot of projects coming up, and you want to look at those because a lot of the thing about new developments, which your client that referred to me took advantage of, is your client bought at pre-construction prices, and that's where the value, it's called family and friends, and there's a lot of that going on. So if you're like thinking of, hey, maybe I'll go down there, you should check it out because there's a lot of great new developments. And it doesn't matter what your budget. Everyone thinks, well, I don't have $5 million to spend. You don't have to spend $5 million. There's a lot of different price ranges of many different projects that you can look at.
Well, definitely there is a huge power to working with Element agents.
Yeah.
And obviously, again, John, thank you very, very much.
Oh, you're welcome. I love this, Olga. You know.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I cannot tell you how much I'm looking forward to going back to Florida and spending more time with you, and so you could take me around and show me more about beautiful Sunshine State.
I'll take you more places for sure.
Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless Lisa.
Thank you.
And looking forward to many more years of building successful business.
Thank you to you and Roman. I really appreciate it. You guys mean the world to me.
Thank you. Thank you very much.